Political showdown has massively escalated over the parliament security breach. Here's what's happening. All parties charging at each other with regard to the ruling party and the opposition. The Congress has lashed out at the Bharatiya Janata Party over the visitors' pass. So basically, the Congress party is asking that why has no action been taken for the passes to the smoke bombers? Congress party has said Mahua Moitra was expelled for sharing the login details, but no action against Bharatiya Janata Party member of Parliament Pratap Simha, whose approval was given to those who eventually managed to storm into the Parliament. Opposition has also said our members of Parliament are getting suspended for reasons in the Parliament, but no action on the BJP MP. Amit Bhardwaj is tracking all the latest on this from the Parliament. Amit, clearly the opposition this morning, they took a while, it looks like, to create a strong strategy. And now, what exactly are they charging the ruling party with?
Pooja, the entire focus initially was to make sure that the Home Minister Amidst Shah gives a statement in the House, either in the Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha. Yesterday, Congress MP Nasir Hussain had even given suspension of business notice seeking Home Minister Amidst Shah's statement. But later in the day, when you had the 3 rounds of suspensions happening, in 2 rounds of suspension in the Lok Sabha, 1 in the Rajya Sabha, with 14 to 15 opposition MPs getting suspended. Now the entire strategy in the opposition bloc has completely changed. Now they are focusing on, they're questioning as to why the opposition MPs are being suspended, number 1. Number 2, what action is being taken against BJP MP Pratap Simha. And the guns are now also being trained at Pratap Simha, saying that, look, this is the BJP MP who had given the pass, the visitors gallery pass to these accused, and no action has been taken against Mr. Simha, while several of the opposition MPs who were seeking statement of the Home Minister have been suspended. So clearly a strategy to mount pressure on the central government, a strategy to draw parity, as well as to make sure that today, when again the opposition parties try to mount pressure on the government in the House, further suspensions don't happen. Pooja.
Keep tracking all the latest on that, Amit, but stay on with me because we are tracking today what happens in the Parliament. Remember, with the politics that's escalating now, each party, one, the BJP charging at the India Alliance, and the India Alliance hitting right back at the Bharatiya Janata Party, saying and blaming them for the security breach, and also saying it was your party's MP whose name was there on the pass that was cleared for these smoke bombers, so to say, to enter into the Parliament. So what's exactly happening in the Parliament? A lot in the past 24 hours. 13 members of Parliament, also of the opposition, have been suspended. But here's what the opposition strategy is. They've lashed out at the Bharatiya Janata Party over the visitors' pass, and Congress's Manish Tiwari has now given an adjournment of business notice in the Lok Sabha to discuss the breach of Parliament security issue. Congress is asking why no action against BJP MP Pratap Simha, and why only opposition MPs have been suspended from the Parliament. Lok Sabha security row has now snowballed into a full-blown confrontation between both opposition and ruling party MPs. Home Minister Amit Shah's statement is being demanded by the opposition in the Parliament. They went on a sloganeering spree, and that was one of the reasons that they were suspended by the chair of the Rajya Sabha. Look closely now. Numerous pictures of Jha has surfaced with TMC MLAs and youth leaders and TMC leaders while are refuting this. Trinamool Congress has now come into the surface here, with the pictures of Lalit Jha with some of their netas. Joining me on the phone line this morning is Majid Memon, who's now with the Trinamool Congress. Mr. Majid Memon, what does one say to this? Because till now the India Alliance was charging at the ruling party, at government at the centre of the security breach, and BJP MP Pratap Simha's clearance on the pass. But when these photographs reveal that they have been clearly in public meetings of TMC specifically, doesn't that also raise a lot of questions?
No, you see, this incident is to be taken from national security point of view. This is not to be taken as though BJP should try to blame Congress or opposition parties and the opposition parties would blame BJP. The fact is that how did these people enter? What was the background in which these people could be allowed entry into the parliament premises. Naturally, there was a BJP MP who had recommended their entry. Now, therefore, that BJP MP need be interrogated as to did you know them, because the rules clearly say that it is the responsibility of each MP who recommends any member of public for special entry into the premises of the parliament. Now, in this case, BJP should not feel offended only because the opposition leaders or somebody is telling that you check with the BJP MP who had recommended them to enter and issued passes. Now, that should not be taken as a kind of a political gesture. This is there is a need of getting into the depth of the background as to how this thing could happen, because this is a serious lapse for which all 140 crore Indian people are concerned. This is not opposition's issue. This is not created by opposition. If we as opposition leaders are asking them that make a proper, thorough statement in the House, don't take it politically. Take it nationally. Take it for the interest of the Parliament's dignity, Parliament's security, also the.
So, why is the Mahua Moitra angle being brought in here, saying and with the opposition MPs saying that you've suspended Mahua Moitra from the Parliament, but you're not suspending BJP MP Pratap Simha? Do you think that can be compared in any way?
No, that is, see, an example can always be given that, in some cases you are so prompt, so serious in expelling a member who has only criticized the government. Now, on the other, if there are people who are involved in such kind of, whether directly, indirectly involved or not involved, needs to be probed, if that is being asked, and if the opposition demands that the Home Minister and the Prime Minister make a thorough statement in both on the floor of the House, what is wrong in that? Why should government feel shy, or why should government feel that it is below their dignity or below their honor that somebody is calling upon them to make a statement? If opposition would be failing in its duty, if opposition does not do so, and then, such a huge number of people are expelled for the rest of the session.
The opposition asking for the government for a statement is fair. Now, that's what you say as a politician. I want to also understand from a legal background. You've been an ace criminal lawyer as well, enough expertise with these legal issues as well. Do tell us, in this case, in a scenario like this, such an unprecedented storming into the parliament, how do you think, and as a politician, as a senior neta as well, how do you think this case needs to proceed? UAPA, anti-terror law that they have been charged with, more arrests are taking place. Do you think it's just about few individuals? Do you think there was someone clearly prompting them, encouraging them to take this action, and that mastermind, if there is, also needs to be caught?
No, see, as far as the application of law and application of certain provisions of law in the incident are concerned, that is a matter of, first you have to collect facts. Law does not precede facts. First you have to collect all facts, come out with what the case is. You must understand the nature, you must understand the motive, you must understand if there is any conspiracy or preparation, etc. It is thereafter that the investigating agency has to consider as to which appropriate law would be effective to meet the ends of justice. You can't first decide about the provisions and then start collecting material. That would be like placing the horse before the cart.
Interesting. I appreciate you joining us this morning, Mr. Majid Memon.